What's up guys, this is Matt with Flagstaff Camera, and today I'm going to answer the one question I get most via email. What do I do if I want you to print my work? That's what we're going to go through, start to finish, exactly what you need to do so that I can make prints for you. Let's jump in. So, working with a small boutique lab like us at Hidden Light is slightly different from working with the big mega inkjet labs that exist in the world. Everything we do is done by hand, it's done slow, our goal is to communicate thoroughly with you. There is no way for you to just upload something to my website and press print and 3 days later get your print rushed to you. That is not the way this process works. So what we're going to do now is just walk through this step by step. If you'd like to, if you're in the process of having me start working on some prints for you, or you'd like to begin that process, you can just sort of follow along. We've got the time-stampy things here in the YouTubes, so you can pause, do the thing that we're talking about, and then continue the video, okay? So here we go. First thing, hiddenlightllc.com, it's the website, and it is where you're gonna start. There's a page under the printing section. Printing and getting started is what you're hunting for. Basically, this is the list of instructions that we're going to talk through. The first thing you need to do is get your file, assuming that you're working from a digital file, prepped, photoshopped, lightroomed, Capture One, exactly the way you want it to look. I need a file from you that looks exactly the way that you envision the print looking. Sometimes there are differences, with different processes. I maybe won't be able to get exactly what you're looking for, but I want to see what your vision for the print is, right? So you are responsible for getting your image to look as perfect as you can. Once you do that, you need to figure out a way to share it with me. We'll use basically any sharing cloud-based service. My preference generally is Dropbox. So what we ask that you do, however you're going to share it with me, is make a folder on your computer and call it HL_ your name. Whatever your name is, right? So I would do HL_ Matt Beatty. And inside that folder, I'm going to put my beautiful, finished, flawless file as either a TIFF, a PSD, a DNG, basically anything that's not a JPEG, because JPEG is the enemy. TIFF is my preference personally. Some list of things that you might want to consider would be 16-bit. That would be nice to have. Color space could be Adobe 1998, anything around that. ProPhoto is fine. We don't want sRGB as our color space. We want like a proper size color space. And don't resample the size. Give me the original resolution. If you shot this on an 8x10 camera and you got a drum scan made and the file is 5 gigabytes, great. If you shot this on a cell phone from 2005 and the file is, 75 kilobytes, no problem. Send it to me. I'll deal with resizing it if I need to. Generally, I'll just print at whatever the maximum resolution is and we won't have to worry about that. So 16-bit TIFF or PSD, Adobe 1998 or larger color space, and don't screw with the resolution, right? Good. You're going to put that in your HL_ your name folder. Good. I also would like the opportunity to look at the raw file if you have it available. Stick that as a DNG or NEF or CR2 or whatever your raw file is in there just in case I need to go make a couple of edits. Sometimes, some people, not you, obviously, but some people take a very circuitous, terrible route in post-production to get to the final answer. And if I can do that with fewer steps and Photoshop doing less math, but in a way that looks the same, I'll typically take that route. Doesn't cost you any extra. It just gives me an idea of how you got from here to there. For your file, you can either flatten it or show me your layers. Doesn't matter. So I need the perfect file and your raw file, both in that folder. Share it with me. My email is here. It's matt@hiddenlightllc.com. It's also on the website page that you were looking at under Getting Started, so it's there. Dropbox is great, Google Drive, WeTransfer, Box.com. I don't know any like really obscure sharing services, but whatever you want to use is fine. Send it to me at matt@hiddenlightllc.com. Then please send me an email at that same email address saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm interested in. If you're interested in platinum, in silver, in cyanotype, in Van Dyke Brown, in calotype, in whatever craziness you're into, send me, hey, you know what? I'd like to explore this image as an 11 by 14 silver gelatin. What do you think? And I would say, great, I'll get back to you with what I think of the image after I've had a chance to look at it. I'll get back to you with pricing. I'll get back to you with any questions, whatever you might have, just stick those in an email and say, here's what I'm thinking. What do you think? I spend a lot of time in the darkroom. I spend a fair amount of time in this studio. So it may take me a day or two to get back to you. But when I've done that, I'll have downloaded your image, pulled it up in Photoshop, looked through it, and I'll be able to give you my suggestions. I'll do that via email. I communicate best via email. So I recommend email as the primary way to get a hold of me, because if I'm in a dark room, I can't be on the phone because I got stuff to do with my hands. Email lets me just snap out a quick response between printing sessions or between videos, whatever it happens to be. So you've shared it with me via your cloud service of choice. You've written me an email that says, here's who I am, here's what I want to do. From there, you wait. And I will get back to you as soon as I can, and we can figure out the next steps. Once we've chosen your print type, your print size, your paper, etc., and I've made the print and I'm happy with it, sometimes I'll be able to answer my phone. Sometimes not. Sometimes I'll have a couple of questions for you, like, oh, maybe we should brighten this or darken this, whatever. Once I've made the print and I'm happy with it, I will be able to send you an invoice. So I'll email you, again, email is the way I run my life. I'll email you the invoice for the total of the print and the shipping, if applicable. And then you'll pay that from your computer, from your phone, from your tablet, from whatever. And then I'll mail the print to you once you've got it paid, and you're done. It's really simple. It's considering we're like a boutique lab and we do everything by hand. If you want to shorten this process way down, you can come here to our lab in Flagstaff and work with us. The best way to do that is to, you guessed it, email me, and we'll schedule a time to get you in here, and we can do the entire process almost all the time from start to finish in one day. But that means you get to come here, you get to see the lab, you get to be hands-on or not, depending on how you want to do that. But we'd love to have you in here. We're not going to hide anything from you. We'd love to show you around and get you into the lab with us. That's all I can think of. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, stick those in the comment section below or email me. Sweet. See you guys in the next one.